What's up, guys? So we back with another one. So last night, before I went to bed, I was watching a Bendeen video, and it was of him and his fiancée. He calls Ring Lady. So she made something for him, which was penne pasta with tuna and tomato sauce. Now it was a specific tomato sauce that she used. Of course, I didn't bother even trying to find it. I just got the cheapest affordable tomato sauce or whatever, and got some canned tuna. Already had penne pasta on hand. Went ahead and made it real quick. So I decided it looked interesting, something pretty simple and everything. So I decided I was going to go ahead and make it myself and kind of give it a review. Now, obviously, I kind of tweaked some things a bit. Like I actually flavored the water. She didn't. I waited until the water started boiling before I added the pasta into it. She didn't. And I kind of, spruced up the tomato sauce. She didn't. So I'm still going to basically review it based off what it is. So anyway, let's just get into it, So tuna pasta. Something she said she's had a lot. You know that. Okay, so right off the bat, I can say, even with the sauce kind of spruced up, nothing too crazy. I would still say this isn't something that's like blowing me away. I like tuna, obviously, but when I'm eating tuna, is a tuna fish sandwich is with eggs and mayo and a little mustard and some seasonings or whatever the case may be, not just tuna by itself. But the simplicity of this is really on point, though. Like I said, mine is a different sauce and using great value tuna instead of whatever tuna she had. And the cooking techniques being slightly different. For the most part, this is still, I guess you could say, more or less what Bendeen ate when she made it for him, what they was eating. And he really liked it, and that's all that matters, I'm not coming on here to try to say, anything negative. It's just, I just wanted to try it. I was interested. And I figured might as well make a video about it, give my thoughts. So, something Bendeen did in the video was that he added cheese to his, because he kept saying that he felt like cheese was gonna like make it even better, which he did, and he liked it even more. So I don't think that adding cheese would make much of a difference to this, me personally. But at the end of the day, the main touch has got to come from the tuna fish, the tomato sauce, and the pasta. Like I said, it's not bad. I would definitely do this again, but I would try to be more fancy with it. I would probably like cook the sauce separate, like I do when I'm making like spaghetti or lasagna, and give it like maybe at least 2 hours for like all the flavors to come out. Like I'd really spruce it up. And then I'd add the tuna fish and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, this is my dinner for today, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna kill it. But what I would rank this, I would give this like I give it a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not nothing crazy. It's not awful. I definitely could see some, like I said, some tweaks that could make it even better. Like I added red pepper flakes to it, cause I like a little spice to my tomato sauce or whatever. But I guess I didn't add enough because I don't really even taste anything. I'm not getting not even a slight bit of a kick. Like I said, not bad. Could be better. But one of the things I could definitely say I like about this is that it reminded me that there's so many different kind of like more simple type of like meals you can make with penne noodles. But yeah, man, I like this, man. It was good. And by the way, you know, if y'all don't know, Bendeen is one of my favorite food YouTubers out there. Like, if I had to make like a Mount Rushmore of foodie YouTubers, for me personally, he would definitely be on there. Him, King Scratch, Quantran. The fourth person, I'm not really sure. I want to say Cody Childs, even though he's like, I kind of like discovered him like recently. But I really like his flow and his content and stuff. And seeing him and King Scratch when they did that collab, that was goated, man. But the fourth person that just instantly comes to my mind that I want to put up there is Mr. Chime Time. But see, the difference between Mr. Chime Time and these other three that I named is that he's more of just solely a food reviewer. Whereas the other guys, they, you know, can do food reviews, but they also just like doing mukbangs and eating stuff. Kind of like what I kind of like do. Quantran, he also cooks too. And he can cook his ass off, man. But I would put, I guess I would separate Mr. Chime Time from them, and I would put him in like a separate, like just a strictly food reviewer, Mount Rushmore. Then I would have to put him on there. And you already know, if you don't know, the first like choice right off the bat, even though I'm not always watching his videos like that, like I used to, is of course Dame Drops, who in my opinion is the GOAT. And I don't know who started the whole food review thing, especially in the car and all that stuff. It could have been him, could have been, I don't know. But to me, if I'm not saying Mr. Chime Time, I'm definitely saying somebody from back in the day, and I would say Dame Drops. You know? But me, myself, the idea of reviewing food and just eating food, you know, I wouldn't want somebody to try to classify me as a food critic, because that's not all I do, right? Mr. Chime Time will be a food critic, stuff like that. Me, I'm somebody who does food reviews, but I also like doing mukbangs, just eating and enjoying the food or whatever. I love food. I'm a foodie, you know. So, but when it comes to eating food and reviewing food, I review just about anything, not just food. I'll review snacks and stuff, as I kind of did. Cereals, you know, cookies, whatever. Like anything that's a food, especially I know that I probably would be into, I'll review. It's a real enjoyment that I have doing it. It's just fun. And imagine like if my channel gets to a level where I can really start really getting in with doing this stuff, like, you know, like being able to travel to different, you know, cities and different states and everything, and trying different foods and stuff and ranking them and all that. And I'm not out to ruin nobody's business, right? And also, I'm not going to just focus just solely on if you're black or whatever the case may be. Obviously, I'm going to support my fellow black people, especially if their business can use some exposure and things like that. But I just love good food. and good business and good people. And I'll support anybody in that regard, regardless of where you're from and what your color is and all that kind of stuff. So, you know. I also want to have like different like guests, you know, to come on a channel and eat something with me. Maybe even just like a mukbang. We don't got to be reviewing food. We could just be eating something, you know, and just vibing, you know. Just kind of keep things like kind of fresh, you know. Like, just a thought of that, you know. Like, there's already a couple of people that, you know what I'm saying, come to my mind that I would like to have on the channel, eat with, you know. First person to come to my mind is probably my best friend Mike. Because he was actually one of the ones who was like trying to push me last year to just like do the channel, like just make the channel and start making content. I was just being too scared and nervous and all that other kind of stuff. But eventually one day I just decided I'm just gonna go and do it. So I never waste any time to say that I love Mike. That's my best friend. It's my little bro, my road dog. And, you know, especially last year, you know, a lot of it, you know, he was there for me. You know, he was always there in my corner trying to, you know, keep me going. And I've been trying to do the same for him. So that's one friend I don't want to lose. You know? Because he's more than just a best friend to me. He's like a brother, you know? I consider him family. Hell, I'd even say my family considers him family. Because when we went out to eat, I forgot what the event was. You know, we hung out and stuff, and he got to meet some of the family members and stuff. And I remember when we came down to like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I can't remember which one, they was asking about him, like, oh, why you didn't invite Mike and everything. I'm like, man, I always invite Mike. And it was like, you know, Mike always welcome. I was like, I like to hear that, you know, because I was thinking the same thing, you know. Yeah, I told him, you know, so yeah, man, if you're watching this, Mike, you know, I love you, bro. I know we don't like text and all that stuff like we used to, but that's more my fault than anything else. But I promise you, you always been my bro. You always will be, you know. So anyway, yeah, that was just a little thing. It was a nice little thing. I would definitely try to make it again, but I would definitely kind of tweak some things to make it more flavorful and make things kind of like pop out more, because it just seems kind of simple, you know. Like I was kind of rushing anyway. So I couldn't really sit down to really kind of like build flavors up, but regardless, it's still a simple, easy thing. You know, I enjoyed it. So anyway, that's enough for this video. Anyway, see y'all next time. Peace out.